Hi there, and welcome to Story Time with Uncle Bill. And I just broke my belt, folks. Check this out. So I just added a belt loop right here, about a month ago, and I was just strapping up to do the video. I don't know if you can tell. I don't even remember the end. Oh, wait a minute. You look inside. This is academics. Let's see, academic belt buckle. It's a nice belt buckle. It's a nice belt. See, there's two. What is that, like screws or something? Bust it right off. Goner. All right, well, hopefully my pants won't fall off, right? Or, anyway, hope everybody's having a good day today. It's a beautiful day out here in Jacksonville, North Carolina. It's probably like 70 degrees. It's like June 11th, June 10th, 11th, something like that. We're gonna do a little back today, and we did a bar a couple days ago, and we didn't go much further than that. It hurt. This is a fit in the year, the road to six-pack abs. I remember it's a Ty, a little buddy who, when I seen him 10 years later, he's 15 years old. The dude was a monster. Big shoulder, big arms, little waist. I mean, his workout thing. So I asked him if he had played any sports, trying to connect with him again. He said he hadn't. You know, he had playing around and stuff, but never really learning anything. So we started with baseball. And I had to go get him a glove. He was left-handed. And a little awkward at first. You could tell when a person has never thrown a ball or played any ball before. They just look awkward. And he had it. And it was good though. And he learned fast. Man, he just really didn't. He just didn't have anything. So I have this little teeny pitching machine, and I'm gonna show it because we're gonna play home run derby with it and stuff. And I brought it over, and he didn't even know if he was left-handed or right-handed. He tried both, trying to find out what fit him, you know. And it turned out he was left-handed. And of course, I started with the underhand lob and stuff. And we're gonna start out with some cheating pull-ups. Normally on any back day, that's the way I would start. Just a couple sets, warming up the muscles, and then normally after that, I would go right into deadlifts. We're not doing deadlifts, but I recommend that if you're looking to get strong, do deadlifts. I mean, they're just worth it. Dude, find that channel. I recommend Athlete X, Jeff Cavalier. He just knows it, man. He cares about it. You can hear it in his voice. The technique's perfect. So if you're looking for power, you have to do deadlifts, and it's part of a back day. But we're gonna start with the cheating. We're gonna do overhand and underhand, 2 quick sets. My shoulder is on fire from it. Hopefully my pants don't fall. Make sure. Had to jack myself up like Urkel. Man, Ty come over here and just, man, get his almost to his nipples up here, almost like a man up. Just knock him out. Then put the weighted on it. You know what I mean? My damn ass ain't falling out. I know that's the last thing y'all people want to see. Where is it? Man, I don't take much, boy. Dang. That's why you ever watch, there's a lot of YouTube videos. People go to parks, city parks and stuff, and normally every park's got a little pull-up bar set or some kind of little workout thing as part of a fitness to the community kind of stuff. And I'm going to be showing all the parts here around, probably within 100 area, because I go to them. That's the reason why I go to them, is to play in the fitness thing with feel like even the monkey bars and stuff. That's all part of working out, you know, fun working out. And you can test yourself. And normally, most of these parks are pretty close. There's always a park somewhere near, unless you live way off in the country. Man, it's amazing how that cheating hurts so much. And it's got all my muscles on my back and my forearms, my shoulders, even my calves on fire. I mean, my thighs, quadriceps, means I use too much of my legs. But I'm just, when it comes to pull-ups, I'm way out of shape on them. Not even a little, like horrible. But you'll see, you know, the harder, it's just like anything else. The more you put in, the more you get in. And pull-ups is one of those things. We'll start banging them out. And you know, look what I do like that. So remember my man, have you seen my other video when I started the bars? Dude told me, man, just jump on there, hold up, push as high as you can, hold for a couple seconds, slowly let down. Just keep doing that as many times as you can, you know what I mean? This is what it looked like. I'm gonna hit the damn fan blade for sure. That's it, man. Weak on that. Nothing. He got nothing for you. I see when I have my man Ty here. Ty was holding the weight, so poor dude probably looked that's a whole nother workout. Look, if you're doing your workout and your workout partner is working out harder than you, stop. Stop. The object of a workout partner is to get you to a point, not for you to kill him and take away from his workout. I've seen that a bunch, man. A bunch. Okay, so we're gonna turn our hands around. Remember, you want to do full range of motion. Look, when you get them, just to make that V, put your lats out like the head of a cobra. That's what you want to. And the wider you go, the wider you be. And eating, if you want to be bigger and you want to be stronger, you got to eat, folks. I mean, you got to put it on. And everything will tell you that you have to eat. And if you're not, eat healthy. As healthy as you can, anyway. I'm 46. I'm into living life, so I do all kind of cheating and everything. Now I got a goal here, and that goal is 6-pack abs. At some point in time, I got to get serious about it. But I know right now I can use this time to really fuel my body and work up some muscles. So when I do start shredding down, I'll have reserve muscles, and I'm not just going to be depleting muscles as I'm trying to lose the fat. But the goal is 6-pack abs. I never had it. I've achieved everything that I wanted to. I didn't really set my goals too high, especially after you get hurt. Shoulder injury knocks out, shoulders and chest and everything. I could do bench press and go too heavy or something, and I won't be able to bench for 2 months. So it becomes, is it worth it? Most of the time it's not for the loss. I ain't got nothing to prove. I'm not trying to win anything. Oof, not even doing it right. I'm conscious of my damn ass falling out. You know what I mean? Should be. Okay. Ah, shit. See if I... We go through that whole spiel before you work out. Before you work out, consult your physician. Make sure you're healthy enough to work out. You can get hurt. It can cause more harm than good. That you're hydrated, that you ate something an hour or so beforehand. You need that fuel for the muscles. You've warmed up, stretched a little maybe afterwards. Come with a positive attitude, ready to work out. Achieve some goals, you know what I mean? We're gonna hop up here, reverse it around like we did before. Just see. We're just gonna see, folks. See you then. Okay. So we're out there playing baseball in the front yard. Pitching underhand. So because he was 15, I'm not seeing him as a kid no more. I'm seeing him somebody as I could talk to. Last time I really talked to him, he was like 5. It was conversation, but it wasn't adult conversation. And I knew his circumstance and everything. So it was easy for me to relate to it because it was similar to mine in a lot of aspects. And I knew how I could relate to him. So I hit him up on a bunch of personal topics. And some people, when a person doesn't trust you, they give you what I call lip service. Hey, how you doing today? Good. One word answers. It's not conversation. It's more or less, I'm giving you answers so I don't have to talk to you anymore. You're not really wanting to be part of my life. You're just asking things to maybe make yourself look good, or other than you really care. And see, that's one of the things you'll find out about me. I really don't care who you are. If you're talking about me, I care about what you're saying, because I know the value of conversation, even if I never say a word. Sometimes people just need somebody to talk to, and I've always been that somebody. Will always be that somebody. The trick is to get you to talk. Most people are so guarded, and they got toolboxes, and they build this wall up. You're not going to get to me. You're not going to get to me. I'm vulnerable. We're all vulnerable. I'm hard now, but I'm hard. I'm a thug. I got an invisible shield on me. Nobody can hurt me no more. Nobody can hurt me no more. Nobody can hurt me no more. And somebody call you one bad name, you're crushed, devastated. Oh, I trusted somebody, and it's words. And I know how devastating words are. I know how devastating words are. I've seen you. I've used it to myself in bad ways. That's why now I can use them in a motivational way to tell you if you're one of those people, you draw better attention doing good than you do bad. I've done the bad and I've done the good, and that good attention, man, it's worth it. That bad attention, you may spend your whole life trying to run from it. The bad attention. We're gonna do some bent over rows. Set the bar up. So after about 30 pitches, and you get tired, you know what I mean? Swinging a bat, and it was a wiffle ball bat. It wasn't even a real bat. It was a wiffle ball bat. Let me make sure I'm in the shot. You know, and we're switching every 10. I pitched to him 10 times. He pitched at me 10 times, back and forth. This is with the old wiffle ball. So his granddaddy comes home. And he's retired from the military. Highest ranking as you can get a civilian. He had like 20, it was over 25 years in, and he was working over at Camp Lejeune still. That security. Good dude, man. Really good dude. Couldn't hear it. It was hard to have conversation with him. He could talk good, he just couldn't hear it good, you know? But I knew he knew how to read lips, so I always made sure I had that good contact with him. So this is a good power move. It's a bent over row. So you're going to bend at your knees, bring the bar down to your kneecaps, and then bring it straight up. Bring it straight up to your thighs, right to your waistline. Hand, shoulder width apart. I go with underhand grip. And depending on what kind of, matter of fact, I'll go both hands. I'm gonna go underhand, and I'm gonna go overhand first. Now that I think about it, because I'm not gonna be on the bar long, so might as well. This is pretty late. Keep your head up. The power move is into your stomach, so that's when you want to breathe in through your nose. Hold it. Hold it. Okay. Name's Dusty. So I go get the Skills pitching machine. It's a little thing. Shoots these little orange golf balls. You can hit it good too. And he just he just started crushing them. And Grandpa came out there and he started crushing them, and I hit some bombs. And it was awesome, man. I mean, we probably stayed out there. We had to give the pitching machine a break because you had to have it on an extension cord to get it out in the yard so it would get hot. So we'd throw a ball in between there. We probably did that for about 3 hours. It was a great time. And it's one of the times that I had in this yard when I was 9 years old. I played so many kickball, football, baseball, tag, ghost in the graveyard, walked the creek, traded base. This is the first place I ever traded baseball cards. This is the first place I ever went to church. Went over to his house to go to church. I'm going to tell you about that in another story. So all these years later, you know, coming out of prison and trying to make a difference, it was a great moment. I threw some balls at him, and one of the things you got to learn to do is you got to learn to gauge how to catch a ball, any kind of ball. And a couple of times he just missed it, graze off his head, so I had to learn not to throw it at his face. But normally that's what I'd want to do. I want to throw in between here and here to make it easier for you to catch. And that was with a real baseball. I mean, like 7, 8 times right off his head. Because we would do this for about 3 or 4 days. We didn't do that. We couldn't bring the skills machine out anymore because it was too windy. But we can go throw the ball. When we threw the baseball, we normally threw the football. And the same thing with the football. There was a couple that bounced off his head or tripped him up. They had a good arm too, man. Really good arm. You know, being a left-handed quarterback is weird. It's a good thing. He just lacked a lot of coordination and things that you learn from playing team sports and having a coach teaching you things. And he was a fast learner. He was getting it. Like we're gonna be getting it. Same thing. Bend at your knees. Back straight. Head up to the belly. In. Woo. So down at the end of the block, there's a basketball goal set up. Yeah. The man didn't have no shot, 0 shot, no jumper, no nothing. And it took a little bit of practice, you know what I mean? If you know, I'm an adult now, but as a kid, you know, learning to get your shot, plant your feet, you know, learning the rules all at the same time. And we did that almost every day for a week. We went in the woods. Yeah, it was a good time. And I got a video, but I'm not even going to say anything unless I find the video. But I got a really cool video. Gonna have a lot of bleeping in it. Just not sure if I have it. All right. Switching hands, doing the same thing. his mom and his grandmom and his granddad, they all talk to me. And I'm wondering if maybe they didn't actually talk. I know they talk to each other, but I don't know if they not talk to each other about talking to me. And people really trust me. And whatever, I mean, they'll lie to a lot of people and they'll keep things from a lot of people, but they tell me. And it's pretty tough, but I take it to heart, process everything, and I try to find ways to, if I can, make things better. And because I knew all the little details, and I was talking to him, and I knew he trusted me not to talk to them, because it's easier to talk to a stranger or somebody you know than your family. I mean, that's just what reality is. That's why they have psychiatrists and psychologists and all them, so you can talk to somebody that won't spread your business, or um, somebody who, because they don't know you, won't judge you. Or, I mean, there's a lot of reasons why you'll talk to somebody. And normally it's trust. You just don't trust the person no more. And it could be your parents, it could be your kids, any family member or friend. For whatever reason, you can't tell them your deepest, darkest fears, your anxieties, the things that make you depressed, um, the things that make you pull your hair out, the things that make you fight, the things that make you love, the important stuff. Um, and because I was that friend, and they know I care, it's easy to see that I care. It's easy to hear that I care because I do. I'm listening. And I'm not trying to figure out what I'm going to say next. I'm wondering, hey, can you tell anybody else this? You must really trust me. And at some point in time, this is going to be important. I really need to know it. And it helps me make better decisions. It makes me to make better choices. I'm not trying to pass judgment on you. I'm one of the, how can we all make it? How can we all get along? How can we all act as one? How can we all be as one? Hey, this is who I am. This is what I like. I would appreciate it if you would do those things if you could. And this is what I don't like, and I would appreciate it if you never did those things. And I would do the same for you. How are you doing? I mean, it's almost pretty much that simple. I won't do anything to disrespect you, and I'm asking you, please don't do anything to disrespect me. And if you do, I'll say, hey, look, that's kind of like disrespectful. I wouldn't do that to you. And if you want to get combative at that point, I always try talking. And then I say, hey, look, it's not really arguing, just like a disrespect issue. I take it like at the next point, I'm ready to fight. So just always, I've been through something in my life, and it's always, if talking don't work, then it's yelling, then it's fighting. It just always has been. And you'll always look back. We could take cognitive behavior and see we try to do everything we could to avoid this, because preventive is the way to go. It just always is, and it always starts with communication. So I had the attention, and I had the communication from the three, bar the little buddy. Because the little buddy he didn't want to go to school no more. Um, Almost like an antisocial person that didn't even want to be around people. And there was all kind of, is he getting bullied? Is he just going through something like puberty? Is it because of the change of school, going from elementary, middle to a high school? There's all kind of stressors. But I had actually did the same thing, and to me it was boredom. Because as soon as I hit ninth grade, and I was supposed to be in geometry, and I ended up being in algebra again, and they was like, "Oh, you need to go fix." I'm not fixing anything. I just take algebra again. It's easy. If I pass it the first time, it makes sense that I'll pass it the second. But I lost interest at 15, so I was just waiting to 16 to get drop out of school, and he was pretty much doing the same thing. Smart. I mean, he literally made a couple video games. He'd never been to college, never took a course on how to even read code or everything. He set it in his mind he was going to do it. He did all the research himself online. He asked his parents to buy him a fancy computer to get it done, and he was like, "Hey," I was like, "Show me what you done on the computer." And when he showed me, I asked him, I was like, "Look, man, you ever made any money off of this?" And he said, "Yeah." And I want you to think about this because he's 15 years old. You got to be 18 to even have accounts in anything. Think about it now. So probably he used his mom, his grandparents. He used somebody's to get it, or yeah, I just need you to, press this on your phone, and I get a free game on this video game, but it's actually an account. And I was like, you still making money off of it? Can you get in trouble for it? It was like he figured out how to do cheat codes for video games, and he posted them, and people paid him to have, because if you're a video gamer and you want to get ahead and everybody else is doing it and you're behind, you need those cheat codes. And then somehow, some way, he figured out a way to make money. So I knew the dude was super smart. And the same time, I'm wanting to do the YouTube thing. I haven't even made a video yet. I would actually come to him a couple weeks after this happened, because what's going to happen is we're going to hang out for about a month, and then I'm going to move, and I'm not going to see him. I'm not going to see him but a couple more times. And I had sent him a thing, and I was like, "Hey, I want to start this YouTube channel." And the YouTube channel name was going to be Down for Whatever. And if you look at some of my videos, I do. I eat the balut, the duck egg. I've ate a bunch of hot challenges. I ate a bunch of crickets. I ate a worm. I ate a water bug. I've done polar plunges. I've stepped in a pile of ants. I got shot up with some those water BBs, splatter guns. Just down for whatever I always have been. I ate the mouse in prison. You know what I mean? Whatever somebody does something crazy, I like to do it too, just to test myself. It's entertaining, and that's what I wanted to be, and I knew it, and I was gonna use Ty. He was gonna be my editing king, because I done seen a bunch. I mean, he made like a real video game, like I would play it on my phone. It's impressive, man. Just didn't want to go to school no more. And I understood, but you can't encourage somebody to drop out. He wanted to go to MIT and do computers. He wanted, he was into computers. That was his world. That was what he had. I mean, he did boxing and a few other things, but that computers. He was locked in on the computers. And I had asked him, I was like, "Was there anything that you could do that would make your computers better?" He said, "If I could get it in my room, because it was right in here in the kitchen, in the corner over there." So I had talked to his grandma and granddad, and they was like, "Yeah, we would find a way to make that happen," and they did. They put the computer in there, and it's like almost when they could put the computer in there, he didn't even go on the computer anymore. Almost backfired. see that? We almost busted it. Almost busted that rump. Get down on it. Now we're gonna do some chainsaws. One arm rows, whatever you call it. Like starting it out. Keep your elbow in close. The workout is in, so you know what number that was. We just gonna keep it going. We do a little bit of talking there. We came out here on a pile. And he was doing 10 sets of 10. That's something a lot of people do. It's just like the magic number 10. If you do 10 sets of 10, that's what you aspire to do. But it's only one number for 10 sets of 10. I don't do that at all. I don't even have numbers. I'd like to just go up, you know what I mean? But he wasn't used to that. So if you don't have that muscle memory, if you don't, you know what I mean? If you're not trying to do that, you kind of plateau yourself out, and you're not going to have the endurance muscles to go heavy and keep going heavy for a while and then come back. Because normally what I like to do, can't make the video forever, is I'll go up to where I max out, and then when I'll come back down and do a bunch, or as many as I can. When I say a bunch, like 7 is a bunch, but when you got 200 pounds, it's a lot. Can I do a damn back exercise right here? I can't, but there's a chair right there, so let me get that chair right quick. On the floor. Let me see if I'm in a shot. See me focus. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna do anything to get in this shot. Nope. Man. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm gonna make a little tunnel with my feet forward. I'm gonna come up underneath my thighs, pull the weight back and push it. So I'm on the edge of the chair. Ain't no butt on it, barely. So there's plenty of room. I put these weights on there comfortably. I'm gonna come up. Keep my head up, push back. And I got a whole lot of stomach keeping me from going all the way forward. I need to work on that. Because you can't have 6-pack abs and all that meat. I had Ty wore his ass out. Wore him out. Called him on the third day. He's like, hey man, you think we can take a break? I said, oh yeah. Yeah, we can take a break, buddy. You can take one now, dude. While we're sitting, do a concentration curl. I don't know if you can see it. I got my leg like this. I'm gonna take my elbow. This is my thigh. I'm gonna put my elbow below my thigh. It makes my arm stationary, and my biceps got to work. And that's the objective. Come up all the way. This is my thigh, elbow below it. Concentration curl. Coming up is the workout, so it's in. Yes, sir. There we go. Long way to go. We work out a few more times after I had moved. And I will get a couple more calls. His mama called me, said she's having a hard time with him. And I would come over. We would talk for a while. Go in the woods, or we throw the baseball or the football and just chat. My brother would come over and took him on a turkey shoot. Did a few things with him. And we always a little trouble. I'm really good at, once I get to know you, putting a smile on your face, making you laugh. And I could always do it, and most of the time it was just talking some kind of weird way to his mom or his grandma, half sexual innuendos and stuff. Nothing disrespectful, but you know, his grandma especially, because she's just such a straight, narrow Catholic woman, good Christian woman. Now it's, you know, they know me so long, I can't say anything, and it wouldn't even be that bizarre. It'd be like, oh, it's just Bill. Which is a good thing. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Lost count. too long. Excuse me 1 second, folks. Get you on up. I said, moving on. Oh, yeah. Way past the time. Man, I'm sore. Child was like, oh man, everything hurts. And I was like, look, let me tell you what the best thing to do. Because I'm going to tell you. If you're serious about working out, whether you 5 or 100 at 5, get you some Icy Hot, some BioFreeze, something like that, some Tiger Balm. Trust me. Some ibuprofen, anti-inflammatory. A good protein shake. They got all kind of varieties. I don't recommend anything. You know, they got the whey, they got the plant. Just some kind of good supplement. Expect to be sore. Try everything you do not to get hurt. Get one of these fat belts, slim belts, waist trimmers. It's worth it. So worth it. Make sure you're hydrated all the time. And first, you consult your physician. And the Epsom salt bath, folks. Man, I swear, I always swear about it. It makes your skin so soft too. But just make your mug hot as you can stand it. And we got weights on the way. The last time I came to work out here, it didn't even work out. He had canceled on me like the 3rd time in a row. He just wasn't feeling working out anymore. And I ended up talking with his granddad for about an hour and a half. Which was a good thing too, though. But it would be the last time we ever worked out. And that's the workout for today. If you can, hit that like button, share the video, subscribe if you haven't.